Hello everybody, welcome to this live stream today. It is on match day 17 of the championship now. This season's just going a million miles an hour, isn't it? So we have got a lot to go through today. Now what I'm going to do very quickly, guys, is I'm going to do a little bit of an introduction to my score predictions video, because I am thinking of doing it a little bit differently in the score predictions this time on this Friday. Because I am it's not like I've bloody known for a long time that my video just looks too similar, in my honest opinion, to Ben's one. So I'm going to try and change things just a tiny bit. Meaning when I comment my predictions, we won't see Fifa's background, but Fifa's footage will come after I've predicted all my games. So basically, I have my say first, then FIFA has their say, and that is how, you know, I'll show the games. So it just won't be me talking over Fifa's footage, because I think that for me is just a little bit too similar to what Ben does, basically. So we're going to introduce it here. In fact, I've not even got the teams ready at the moment. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to do like a small introductory video. So it's a chance for you guys to say hi to YouTube, because this will be shown on YouTube, this bit specifically. But I definitely need to make sure I note down the games first. So the first game, I think they're all 3 o'clock kickoffs actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, well, they're all 3 o'clock kickoffs apart from Blackpool QPR, which is a late kickoff. So the first game, I can't even remember now, is Barnsley and Hull. I will read comments, guys. You know, I'm not airing you guys. I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm just making sure I move quickly, because as always, I've got work, so I want to make sure I have no delays, but I will respond to comments. I'm seeing Darryl just not happy with Mark Robbins, and there's a couple of things going on. So, right, guys, so I'm just going to make sure in fact, I've got to change, no, in fact, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly change the settings to legendary 4 minutes. Right, I think I'm going to start an introductory video as soon as the first game kicks off, guys. So, right. Let's get the introduction started. So this will be featured in the score predictions video, so you can say hi to YouTube if you wish. Hello guys, welcome to Fifa's predictions now. So already in this video you've seen myself predict all of the games for match day 17. So now it's Fifa's turn to try and predict everything that goes on in match day 17. If you guys want to see Fifa's first official predictions and my original reaction to those predictions, you always have to go to my live streams. So they're streamed either on Monday and sometimes on the Wednesday if we had the odd midweek game now and again. As you can see, we've got a couple of people here already, which is amazing. So if you guys want to see my original reaction to Fifa's predictions, make sure you turn up to my live streams. It's a chance for you to talk to me. But without any further ado, let's see what FIFA 22 has predicted for this weekend's games. There we go. So now this is the introduction done. So now it's just going to be highlights from the stream that will be featured. So different. It'll be a different video, and already we've nearly had a goal. Wow, amazing. Right. So I was just reading something that my job has just sent me. My job has just sent me a message. Right. I can now start reading messages, which is amazing. So Dan Watch Games, welcome to the stream. Jack, welcome to the stream. Blue Terrier, welcome to the stream. So we've got a good couple of people at the moment. Is Coventry home or away? I believe they're away. Well, wait, if you're talking to Darraj about Swansea, I mean Coventry, sorry, lost their first home game of the season against Swansea. They were 2-0 down. Calmet Fazstein pulled one back, but Swansea, being a bit anti for what they were, actually sat back in the second half, allowing Coventry to have the ball, but they needed to try and stop any goals coming leaking in, and they did so successfully. And following this, Swansea are now, for the first time this season, in the top half of the table, and have been the only team to actually beat Coventry at home so far this season. FIFA Cam, thank you for reminding me, Jack. I'll actually quickly do that now whilst we're here. Thanks for the compliment of the trim, by the way. I got it yesterday. It was long overdue. I needed a haircut of sorts. Also, it's literally just been washed. I literally just got out of the shower literally within a minute before this stream was live. So that's probably why it's looking quite fresh at the moment. you're never going to another Coventry game ever again. Was that the only game you turned up to, Darraj, and you saw Coventry lose to Swansea? I mean, I think the thing is with Coventry, I don't know if they're getting found out, but I just think they're going through a difficult patch in the moment. And what's difficult for Coventry, and now they're going to be tested on it, is consistency. The best teams in the Championship are not only the teams with the best squads, but the team with the best consistency in the league. And already now, that's 2 home games not being able to win, and those 2 home games are the only 2 home games all season that Coventry have not won a game. So, I mean, it's good for them to pick up an away win now and again, but they've got to make sure that they keep going with those performances. It wasn't even like an incredible performance against Hull, I've got to be honest. I reckon you will win 2. I mean, a lot of successful investors and business owners have had their businesses go into administration. COVID has been a big contributing factor to that. I think the important part of it is that if the business is not a big investor or contributor to the club, then it shouldn't affect the club. If anything, it actually might put the chairman to focus a little bit more priorities onto the club. So it could be a blessing in disguise, but it's really going to be down to how powerful that investor was to the club. Why are we on round 17 already? Well, basically, I cannot stream the games tomorrow, basically. And every time I do my score predictions, I include FIFA's scores. But I'm doing it a bit differently this time. So normally I would just talk over FIFA, but it does look very like BENHD's one. And I want to try and make it a bit different. So what I'm going to do this time is record the footage, and basically the highlights of this stream is going to be featured in this video. And what perfect timing, because we've got our first goal. It is scored by Hull City, and it's Keane Lewis Potter with the first goal. So every goal that goes in will be featured in FIFA 22's predictions alongside, well, it will be shown after I predict my games. So bit of a different approach this time. But yeah, I normally can't record on a Thursday because I've got work. So that's why I'm doing it today. Sunjic versus Halovic Saturday. Depends if Halovic starts or Sunjic or both. I'm not sure if they start. I don't think I've really often seen both of them start. I mean, it's the problem when you've got good quality players in similar positions of the team. Our next 2 games after Bristol City are they're free. Okay, I need to actually check the next couple of fixtures. Actually, I definitely want to look ahead. So after this weekend, so if we're looking after the international break, I mean, an important game I'm seeing is Derby and Bournemouth. Bottom place versus first place in the table. Fulham Barnsley, I think will be quite interesting. Sheffield United play Coventry in their next game after the international break at Bramall Lane. It might be a closer score than people may imagine. Preston Cardiff, I think, will also be quite interesting. And then immediately afterwards, they go to the midweek games. This season, despite with its international breaks, it is going very, very quickly. Before we know it, we'll make it to almost the halfway mark. In fact, almost by December time, we'll reach the halfway stage. Blue Terry says, I bet we lose to Cardiff. It's difficult to put your finger on Cardiff because obviously they're still without a manager. They could have a bit of a rejuvenation, with now no Mick McCarthy in the squad. Or they could really go the other way and just get completely worse. Sorry, I was just playing with some audio there. This is on TV. Yeah, I think it is. Jake Clark-Salter, 4.5 rating against Swansea. Was he not good, Clark-Salter? Because that's really upsetting if that's the case. Because Clark-Salter, of course, on loan from Chelsea. We should have had more than 3 goals. Yes, I tell you what, I'm liking how Hogan and Troy Deeney are combining at the moment. It's looking rather good, this strike partnership. And it's another strong run of form from Birmingham. Now they've got to try and sustain that. Give us a wave. Well, I'll give you a wave as we just welcome an equaliser from Barnsley. And I think it's Corley Woodrow with the equalising goal. So, currently a 1-1 draw with FIFA 22 at the moment. Right. that is how it's going to be. This is literally going to be like this, just very small snippets of highlights, and that'll be featured in the video. If anything, I might also feature I might feature some funny moments of the stream, if it's needed. Right, looks like my Discord has actually shared the stream successfully, which is nice. 8th clean sheet for the season. Yeah, it's a good record. So, well, what I will say, your clean sheet accuracy was very good at the start of the season, not as accurate now, but you're starting to formulate a couple more clean sheets now. I think at one point you had 5 clean sheets in 7, which is really, really good, and then obviously now it's 8 in 16. So it's a 50% clean sheet rate, which actually is not too bad, to be honest. Right, so in about 2 hours' time, I'm going to be needed for work. Can this stream finish in time? We're just going to have to wait and see. Hopefully it will. I wish I'd stream it a bit later on, because I know people have got school and stuff. But unfortunately, my life now is, that's how I've got to, that's how I've got to balance my life, unfortunately. But also, I'm getting incredibly lazy. I need to snap out of this. I mean, it doesn't help that it's my dad's birthday today, so it doesn't really help that I'm going to try and focus. On work when it's my dad's birthday. I mean, how many likes for you to sing "You'll Never Walk Alone"? 40. Yeah, I'm gonna have high expectations for that. No way would I sing "You'll Never Walk Alone." Let's see if Blackpool can get into 4th place. Yes, they've got the chance to get to 4th place tonight, haven't they? I completely forgot who they play. Oh, they play Stoke, don't they, in Bloomfield Road? Not a bad game, to be honest. I think it'll be interesting. Stoke's a weird one. I think since Lick Powell getting injured, I think Stoke have just not been as strong. Blackpool, with their run of form, that's 3 wins in a row, 4 wins in 5. So Blackpool may be seen as the favourites, and I think I've actually predicted a Blackpool win. But with predictions at the moment, we're doing quite well. This is the full-time whistle between Barnsley and Hull. FIFA 22 has predicted a 1-1 draw in this game. So yeah, likely it's just going to be, well, this would be probably like 3 edits. Restart match. Next is Birmingham Reading. Let's go for the yellow away kit. Honestly, it's grown on me, but I still think that away kit looks like someone wearing a rucksack with the blue shoulder pads kind of going at the sides. It's not even covering the whole shoulder. Chong won't be back. Yeah, that's tricky. But even with that, Birmingham are still picking up wins, which I think is very, very crucial. Yeah, Riley McGree, I actually think, has really stepped up, actually. With the absence of Taif Chong, he's had to really step up, and I think he's done really well there. 2 of my defenders in Gaffer got assists. Oh, that's good for you, Charlie. I mean, I think I only had 2 players playing yesterday. I think most of my Gaffer team are playing tonight. And Reading have scored the first goal. It's Danny Drinkwater. Who would have thought? He has scored the first goal for Reading. Wow. Someone's been completely missing this season. Has just popped off an absolute wonder goal. 1-0 Reading. So, just to give you a good idea in terms of people who have just arrived here, I'm doing my score predictions a little bit differently this time. Instead of me talking over FIFA, I'm going to give my predictions first, and then FIFA, in the second part of that video, will give their predictions separately. And by doing that, I'm going to give my highlights from this stream, as a way for people to know what FIFA's predicting. Because I think my approach for score predictions is just too similar to BENHD. It's just simply way too similar. So I want to try and change that, basically. Danny drinks water, don't we all? I know. It's a great name. Corberan messed up tactically by trying to sit on a 1-0 lead. Of course. Yeah, because Huddersfield did score. Danny Ward with the goal. But then Johnson Clark Harris equalised. Peterborough are a very unique team. They really show a lot more threat at home than they do away from home. But defensively, they are completely shambolic. And that's literally what I'll have to say. I think as long as you keep the ball off Peterborough, then they are actually quite an easy team to play up against. Which does worry me long term with Huddersfield. Oh, not Huddersfield, Peterborough, sorry. I mean, yeah, you made one change already in Gaffer. I mean, I showed you my change in Gaffer in the live stream last time. I accidentally made 2 substitutions. When we start pressing from the front and constantly pressing, we look so much better, and Graham is quality as well. Yeah, I mean, the pressing was one thing I was really missing for Birmingham for quite a few games now. Just a lack of intensity. And we've got our second goal. Reading have now made it 2-0. That pressure we're talking about with Birmingham for what they've done so well at the moment was completely missing there. And it's George Puskas with the goal. Quite an unrealistic goal scorer right now, as he's not scored in nearly 7 hours of football. So right now, I don't really see George Puskas getting on the score sheet anytime soon. Right. Borough literally fell to pieces last night. Oh God, didn't they? Of course they did. 3 goals in 5 minutes. I know Neil Warnock will be happy that he's broken the record for the most games managed by an English manager, but what a capitulation. And defending as well was atrocious. And did you see the third goal? Literally a bit similar to Fulham's second goal, given away by the the actual opposing player, and just literally a simple goal. I love Duke, but Deeney and Hogan look solid. Deeney flick on and Hogan are running from behind. Yeah, I did previously say that I'm liking the strike partnership between Scott Hogan and Troy Deeney right now. Ronaldo just saved Ollie's job last night. Well, hasn't he done so for the past couple of months at the moment? He is incredible, though. We've got to give him credit. I think he got his plaudits, really, even from rival fans of him. Just the technique he had in that volley in the last minute of the game. Who else could do something like that? You've got to be honest. Who else could do something like that? He's absolutely incredible for what he can do. So, we're on 819 subscribers at the moment. I actually need to change the subscriber goal. If you have not given this stream a like, please do so. It does really help. If you've not subscribed, please do so. It does really help. And please share this video to as many people as you can. All of that really helps. Klopp or Pep, says Charlie Brown. I am always Team Klopp for me. I just prefer Klopp's charisma and his football. I thought that was going to be free, but it's not quite. So the halftime whistle is gone. And just as my wireless controller is about to run out of charge, Reading are winning 2-0. So it's going to be interesting how I edit this, guys, because a lot of this will be in the video on Friday. So this is your chance to say hi YouTube and stuff like that. Well, like hi YouTube. I'm not a massive streamer, aren't I? Right. Charged. Let's get the second half underway. Jack's team Pep, fair enough. I mean, Pep Guardiola, it's not me dissing him. I also have a huge amount of respect for what Pep has done as well. I just prefer Klopp for me. WG fans saying hi YouTube anyway. Fair enough, mate. Well, the best time to do it is if they've scored a goal. That would be the best time to do it. Morning Twitch. Well, I could theoretically stream this on Twitch, but I'm just not big enough on Twitch, to be honest. It's a brilliant save. Wow, I thought this was going to be 3-0. I thought this was going to be 3-0 to Reading, but it was a brilliant save by Sarkic to keep the scoreline down. I think the shocking thing of this game was not Reading winning 2-0. It was the fact that George Puskas has scored a goal. I said 7 hours. I think it's a lot more than that. 7 hours would be around 4 or 5 matches. But yeah, after this weekend, it's another international break, and I might use this again for time off YouTube, just so I can make sure I can get work done, because I'm not blaming YouTube for me just being lazy, but in general, because I'm on YouTube a lot, it's a good form of procrastination. So just basically, when there's an international break looming, I do think about you guys and I do want to make content for you, but at the same time, it gives me a bit of an escapism from all of it, and it takes away some pressure from me, to be honest. Hope Sanderson isn't injured that bad. Yeah, same here. I think Sanderson is a very, very talented player. Pep is only one of a few managers for having beaten Marcelo Bielsa in the Premier League. That is right, although that could all change this season. Charlie, I don't want to be reminded, just from this stream today, I was literally only out of the shower for about 5 minutes when this stream started. I'm yawning all the time. My health has just taken the lowest priority. I don't even know what thing I've prioritized. Basically, I've put YouTube and work as priorities, and uni work as third priority, and health as fourth priority. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Blue Terrace just literally said my same exact words. It'll be difficult this season for Leeds, but I believe their win against Norwich does put them out in the bottom three. I think so. Because I think Burnley are still down there. Yeah, you're just saying it for now. Well, yeah. Well, Leeds got to play Leicester next, for what I remember. When do Leeds play Man City? Then they've got Spurs under Conte. Oh, dear. Then Palace. Then Brentford, that will be a big game, that. Might want to beat Brentford there. Then they've got Chelsea, 11th December, Stamford Bridge there. That won't be easy. Tae Chong is a brilliant footballing goal, but I think it's given offside. It's a very harsh decision. Troy Deeney's been given offside. I thought Birmingham got 1 goal back into this game, but Troy Deeney is just slightly offside. Yeah, well, definitely, because pretty much in the start of the New Year's when we get the second round of fixtures. 14th of December. God, Leeds have got Chelsea and Man City away from home in a matter of 3 days. Charlie, I would prepare yourself for that second week of December. And then what do they have? Then, of course, it's near the Christmas. Then they got Arsenal as well. Wait, hang on. I need to look at this. So within 1 week, you've got Chelsea away, Man City away, and Arsenal at home. Oh, dear. And then Liverpool away in the next game on Boxing Day. Oh, December's an awful month for you. And then you end the month with Aston Villa at home, which is the only nice fixture you have in December. That is 4 awful games in one. I think everyone has that eventually. Man City, Man United are going through that awful set of games right now. Chelsea have already been through theirs. Man City, I think, are about to go through theirs as well, which will be interesting. So this is the full-time whistle between Birmingham and Reading. It has ended 2-0 to Reading. What on earth is the next game? The next game is Blackburn, Sheffield United. Should be a really good game, hopefully. Yeah, let's go for the blue and then the white combination there. So game 3, guys, is Blackburn going up against Sheffield United. Let's see what FIFA 22 will predict for this one. On the 23rd, I'll be a bit busy. I have college and then to miss the last 2 lessons. You've got your driving theory test, then come back home and then later off to Coventry. The Foxes will get an easy 3 points on Sunday. Sheffield United to win, says WG fan. Probably a bit of Lancashire bias there, but Blackburn are also a very tricky team to predict. I think so is Sheffield United, actually. Do you remember in April we beat City 2, took points from Chelsea, Liverpool and Man United, then beat Spurs? Yeah, that's right. But I'm just saying, this season just looks like a different season. You know, Leeds, you know, gave a really good account of themselves at that stage of the season. But this might be the game that they can turn it around in. You don't know. They might thrive off playing stronger teams better. Here they come Sheffield United in the 10th minute. They've already scored their goal. It looks like Indania with the goal. I'm going to really have trouble mispronouncing his name, but I will definitely ace it eventually. It's a really good passage of play by Sheffield United. We were just talking about Leeds' run of form, and then another Yorkshire club scores. It's great play, poor marking there, and it's a brilliant goal. 1-0 Sheffield United. I mean, you've got saying, you know, you've got Man City, you know, not being able to lose to them yet. The one thing I have that I'll just keep going at the moment is the fact that Chelsea are top of the league. I don't want to jinx anything. But what I will say, we've got to go through, we've got to be first in the Premier League by Christmas, I say. No, traditionally, you know, when you're first in the league by Christmas, it's a really good position for you to be in. And what's really good for the fact that we've actually played some really tough games already away from home. Sheridan's hat-trick on Friday, says Jack BCSC. They've got Villa, haven't they? Southampton. Yes, Villa have really fallen apart. Villa are, I don't know where they are on the table, but gosh, 15th place. Same amount of points as Leeds, who are 17th. God, if results really don't go their way, Aston Villa could actually find themselves in the bottom three. But I don't think so. For the fact that Burnley are playing Chelsea, unless Burnley pull off a miracle, which can happen, then, yeah, maybe Villa might get away with it. But they need to beat Southampton at least. Southampton have now overtaken them in the table. Okay. Phillips doesn't deserve to be in the English squad at the moment. Interesting opinion, but I kind of do agree. For what I've heard in games, he's not really been effective. I'll tell you what, another team that's fallen off a bit is Everton. But one club on the rise for me is Wolves. Wolves have really impressed me, actually. You know, this talks about Monday night's game. Wolves have now started to try and improve their season now. Everton, after starting so well, are now starting to get a little bit more inconsistent. Norwich to be relegated, I would agree. You know, their average points per game is 0.2, which is embarrassing. Jamie Gould, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you again. You are a Brentford fan indeed. How are you finding Brentford in the Premier League this season? I mean, you started off very, very well, didn't you? And then, you know, things are getting a little bit tricky now. It's back-to-back defeats, obviously, against Leicester and obviously last weekend against Burnley, which probably, I think, was your worst performance of the season. But regardless, you're doing the better out of 3 recently promoted teams in the moment. But I wouldn't say you're completely safe yet. You know, you definitely, for me, I think the amount of points you're going to need to survive this year might not be as high as most people think, but I definitely think at least 35 is going to be a good target. Everton barely beat us. Oh yeah, you're talking about the Carabao Cup when was it penalties, I believe. I think it was a penalty shootout. This is the halftime whistle and Sheffield United are still winning by 1-0. Oh, I'm just tired all the time, guys. I need something just to energize me. Not even caffeine would do it. If anything, if I drink caffeine, I'll get a lull of energy afterwards. I don't know, it's probably my metabolism acting up a little bit. And I think another thing is that I've been going out way too much. I'm going to definitely stop that soon. Right, BENHD is his first name, actually. Need to remember that. So how is everyone doing? Everyone, thank you for turning up in the stream today. We're starting to get a couple more viewers now. If you've not given the stream a like, please do so. It does really help the stream. Please do hit that subscribe button if you have not done so. It does really help. Every subscriber we get now, we are one step closer to well, we already are 800. One step closer, we are ever closer to 1,000 subscribers, which will be an amazing achievement for this channel. Wish we was the first team to beat Coventry at home. Well, you know, someone's going to collect that award, and Swansea were the team to do it. And in fact, well, the thing is with Swansea, they only picked up one away win all season, so I wasn't really confident of backing Swansea, but they just had a really good performance. That was really close, actually, by Tyree Stone, and I thought that was going to go in for a minute. The closest that Blackburn have gotten to an equaliser. Have an energy drink? I don't even drink energy drinks. What was a corner? It must have deflected off someone. It definitely wasn't a save from the goalkeeper. Corner comes in. Blackburn doing quite well at the moment. Passing it all around the box. Just wide of the post. Bielsa literally proved Norwich was a bogey team by picking his... Oh, that's actually a really good comment, Charlie. Nah, Jack, nothing of the sort. Nothing of the sort. Russell Martin's proving to be a decent manager. I think Russell Martin just needed time to settle in this league. He needed time to research all the teams in this league and just to analyse his performances. Good defending by Blackburn there. It's going to be a corner to Sheffield United. I'll be back in a minute. Going to watch this video that Blues put on YouTube. Jordan Jones, young player who came on yesterday. Ah, fair enough. You go do what you like. But I appreciate all of you spending your time to watch me, by the way. It's a privilege doing this for you. Corner goes in, and it's collected by Kaminsky. Don't have an energy drink. Yeah, well... yeah. And I do think too much sugar is what has actually got me a little bit more tired as well. I mean, I can't help for the fact that I've got to eat the food that's in my house. When Bielsa needs the toilet, he just turns his bucket over. Oh, and that's an equaliser, a goal as well. This is going to be in the video. Oh my gosh. Well, Blue Terrier is the one to thank for that comment. So we're just talking about Marcelo Bielsa's bucket. But Blackburn go right the other end of the pitch after nearly conceding the goal. It's a brilliant strike off the post and in. And I gotta say, I think it's a little bit deserved as well. I think it's Pickering with the goal. It is 1-1 to... It is 1-1, and it's actually Butterworth with the goal. Nah, John Smith's, yeah. Well, if you can make the journey now. I mean, it's probably not a long journey, to be fair. Only got to travel one section of Yorkshire and he's there. Come on. Got to wake up. I woke up literally 4 hours ago and I'm still tired. Oh, it'll go a lot. You know, Leeds buyers will literally keep bidding at the bucket. It wouldn't even surprise me if it goes to around £1,000. I wouldn't even be surprised with the amount of... With how iconic it is and the amount of times he sat on that bucket as well, I actually wouldn't be surprised if it's better like £1,000. Especially if it's kept in good condition. So here comes Sheffield United. Morgan Gibbs-White, who was the one who scored for Sheffield United against Forest. They actually drew 1-1. I think maybe a bit fortunate that Sheffield United didn't lose there. Nottingham Forest, as soon as they equalised, they looked very, very dangerous. But in terms of score predictions, guys, how have you done? I know I've got at least one score right, which was Millwall and Reading. I was one goal off with Forest and Sheffield United. I got the Birmingham game wrong entirely. I can't actually remember what else I predicted. I can't even remember what other games were played yesterday either, which is a good sign. So in the final minute of the game, Blackburn try a through ball. It doesn't quite work out. And I think that might be the full-time whistle. It has ended 1-1. Went to an auction once at Huddersfield, and the last match won by Jason Punchin Shorts. Oh, really? Fair enough. It's an iconic man at Huddersfield. And match is a draw. I have no perfect scores, but I've predicted that Birmingham and Mill to win. Oh, okay. It's a decent start. It's 2 points off the board. Yeah, I definitely got the score right. And I think I got one other outcome right, but I can't remember which one it was. So next game is Bournemouth, if I can find them. And they play Swansea. I pressed the randomizer button by accident. So, Bournemouth against Swansea. That's a good game, this. This should be a really good game. I hope it's going to be close. Welcome back, Jack, to the stream. So our next game, FIFA 22, is predicting is Bournemouth going up against Swansea City. Should be a really, really good game, this. I got to remind myself what games we had. So, Coventry Swansea I got wrong entirely. Then Luton Middlesbrough, I got the right margin and I got the right the result, but not the score. I predicted 2-0 rather than 3-1. So that was how I got my one other point. Millwall Reading was right. Forest, Sheffield United, and yeah, Peterborough and Huddersfield. I was wrong by 1 goal as well. If I'd have predicted Huddersfield a goal, then I would have got that right. So yeah, 2 games I was wrong by 1 goal, which is devastating. But you make do for what you can. Only got 1 point yesterday. It was very hard to get points yesterday. Hopefully it'll be easier tonight. Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, same goes for fantasy, because I think I've only had 2 players played at fantasy yesterday, so I would have had Paddy McNair for Middlesbrough. And first half he kept a clean sheet, but second half he fell apart. And then John Swift for Reading, and of course he's on the losing side, so maybe not many points either. So yeah, pretty much tonight's games are going to be the ones hopefully that will get a little bit more. So I've got 4 at the moment, because I've got 1 outcome and 1 correct score. Honestly, in terms of an average, I'd want to try and get at least 10 points a game. I think that's a realistic average you should try and go for. Obviously, with my points, I've fallen quite a fair way below that average. But with 1 correct score at the moment, what I need is technically 2 correct scores out of 6 tonight. And I'll get that. Not impossible. And even if I had all the correct outcomes correct in terms of all the games tonight and not get a correct score, that still would be 10. What I will say, definitely I need at least 1 correct score to have a chance. Bournemouth to win, obviously. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Have I calculated the prediction? Not yet. I do the calculations pretty much when all the games have taken place. I don't change the tables, when Tuesday's played, for instance. It just takes more time. It's just more time consuming, because obviously people are going to have good Tuesdays and then people will have even better Wednesdays. So I've got to, I really total them, after every game's been played. It's just easy for me. It's very unlikely O'Brien will give you a shot of John Smith's prove me wrong. Well, you know what? People have, it's tricky, but it's been made that people can do it. Did you see my West Brom Hull prediction? Did you predict a high scoring game for West Brom? Oh, it was 5-0. Yeah, that was right. I mean, I think it's going to be quite a different game. I think Hull would keep them quiet, but West Brom will get like 1 good goal and it'll be 1-0. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Have you seen the video when Bielsa was at another club and one of his staff put hot coffee in his bucket and Bielsa sat on it? Oh, God. I mean, if that's true, then I'd fear for whoever that was. If it was someone from Lille or something. Mike Dean, no need to worry. The best referee in England is here. Is that you, Charlie? With your multiple accounts in the stream. I mean, if so, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you, Mike Dean. You may have pissed me off a couple of times, but I'll make do for today. We're still on 890 subscribers, guys, so if we can hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so, it does really help. Please also hit the like button if you've not done so as well. It does really help. Here's a chance for Swansea. It's a brilliant save by Mark Travers. That's the closest any team has gotten down to scoring. Yes, it's a good save. I think it was Downs who's actually had that shot. Obviously, formerly an Ipswich player, where, of course, Ipswich themselves have done really, really well. They have been the only team to beat Wycombe at home this season. So, likewise with Coventry, they've lost out their unbeaten home record, Wycombe. And they lost it in a more emphatic style, a 4-1 defeat to Ipswich, where I do think things are coming together a little bit from an Ipswich point of view right now. Their signings are getting more involved with scoring goals, and overall they're rising up the table ever so slowly, which I think is brilliant. Charlie Brown does not like Mike. Well, I think you may have given a subscription to the channel. I think that's a bit harsh. Thank you, mate, so much. So we're on 820 now. So, guys, 82% from 1,000. 82% now. Here comes Swansea again. Going forward. A bit of space in the box. Can they find the open? It's good defensive organisation, and Bournemouth are going to clear it. Let's quickly, before I forget, change the goal. I'm just going to hope I don't miss a goal here. So goal amount 1,000. Starting amount, well, now it's 820, but I've got to double check that no one tries to sabotage the totals. No one has. Okay, no one has at the moment. That might change in the next couple of minutes. Start goal. And done. There we go, guys. Look at that. 82% off the way to 1,000 subscribers. Tell you a joke. I am not a comedian. I don't actually... I'm not one that tells jokes. I don't want to be trying to imitate myself, you know, like a Mark Goldridge or whatever, who can make these analogies and turn them into jokes. I don't have that talent. You know, don't have the ad-lib skills to do a really, really good joke just off the spot as well. I'm always very rough and ready in terms of reading a script, in terms of telling a joke here. Is anyone having issues with their video? Are you talking about my video here? Because I'll quickly play it now. If there's something wrong with it, then maybe it might be the capture card, or maybe... there is a couple of issues. Hang on a minute, guys. Let me just pause it. Let me just see if it can just... I think it's a Wi-Fi problem. I don't think it's the capture card. I generally think it's the Wi-Fi. Right. Yeah, because I'm lagging. I'm just watching me back, and my video, I mean, even my camera's lagging. It's Wi-Fi. It's definitely not the capture card. It's not the capture card at all. It's just going to be the Wi-Fi, and unfortunately, I can't really control that. If you can hear me well, then it will be okay. But maybe the video is just a bit shaky. Hopefully, there's not going to be anything bad. But unfortunately, I can't pause it for too long because obviously I've got work in the next hour and a bit. So I want to make sure I still keep things running. You can hear me well enough. Okay, good. I think at least you can hear me. That might be okay, but I'm gonna fear using Fifa's footage from the video actually, if it's lagging like this. God, I don't know what it's doing. Why is it? I mean, my phone is showing me that I've only got 1 bar. Well, now 2 bars of broadband, which is not great. I don't even know if it's the capture card, to be honest. If I want them to do, I might unplug the capture card, put it back in, and see if it helps. Spit some bars. Yeah. So if you're telling me to be a jokester, I'm definitely not going to be a rapper either. Can't ad-lib, so wouldn't be able to... I'm not talented in that way, you know. It's not something I'm going to try and devalue myself for. I just generally... I'm not able to ad-lib things. This could be a chance for Bournemouth here. It's a block. It's a good save, and that's the full-time whistle. It is a 0-0 draw between Bournemouth and Swansea. Right. What I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to unplug my capture card and see if that helps. Right, so now my TV's turned off, which doesn't surprise me. Okay, I think I definitely need to sort something out. Okay, hang on, guys. Dance, I don't really want to do that. Okay, so it's definitely not connected now. Let's reconnect it. Maybe my capture card's just a bit tired. Let's turn it back on and see if it works. If it's still like surely a Wi-Fi problem. Just give me a couple of minutes, guys. So it's on the right signal. Don't know why it's not. Try being a rapper than I too many M&Ms. Good one. Good one, Charlie. That's why I leave the ad-lib stuff for you. Okay, I still can't recognize it. I'm just going to delete that quickly. What's it going to be? It's video capture device, that's it. Let's find it. It's going to be that. Well, there's nothing being played at the moment because for some reason it's not going on at the moment. Right, PS5's just turned off. I assume you can still hear me. I am still around, by the way. I'm just trying to fix... It looks like I'm still lagging. There's two me's I saw one bit. It looks like it's still lagging. What's going on with that? I genuinely think it's still lagging. I don't know why it's doing that. And now why is this not working now? I'll be back. Hang on. You can see me now, I think. No, it's not even want to show me now. Wow. My web has literally been stuck. What's going on? Why is nothing want to work now? This is really annoying me now. Right, well, I'm back. Well, for now. For some reason, my webcam won't show and function properly. Playing Where's Wally? You know, I'm going to move the capture out of the way. Just so you can see me. But right now, my card's not working. And this is the last thing I need right now. Right. I'm just going to see if my Elgato is actually switched on at all. So, where's the USB? There. Don't trust me with tech stuff, guys. It never goes well. Apparently, according to this, the PlayStation's on, but it's clearly not on. Alright, so if I plug it in like this. Shut it, guys. I'm trying to fix a lagging problem here. Right. The thing's back on. The PS5 is at least working now. I've now got to redo this. Hang on. Right, that's working. Don't know why my webcam won't show. Right, let's put this a bit further back. Ah, that's better. That's much better. Right. Tech stuff seems complicated. Well, fixed it now, haven't I? I'm just if you can, please tell me, guys, if it's stopped lagging. If it hasn't stopped lagging, then I'm a little bit worried that it might be something a bit. I just don't know if it could be Wi-Fi. I think it's still lagging, and this is. I don't even think it even improved. You know, with not having the capture device at all. Right. I mean, anyway, for my video on Friday, as simple as that. What kit am I gonna have to do here? I'm gonna have to do the away kit. There's no way. Cardiff's kit's just way too similar. It's still laggy. I don't know why it's doing that. I haven't noticed any lag at all. I think you're being a bit generous there. Well, the audio's not lagging, but I couldn't give a damn about the audio. The only thing that matters is, you know, the footage for the game. So, we've got Cardiff against Huddersfield now. That is going to be the next game we're going to predict. Hi, this is a weird time for a stream. There's still a few games that I have to finish. I've got to explain when I do this, because basically on a Thursday I cannot stream because I'm working. So Wednesday is the day by default I have to stream. Also, what I tend to do, I use Fifa's footage for videos as well, but I am switching it up this time. But as of now, at the moment, there's a real problem with lag at the moment. I don't know what's going on with that. It might just be an internet problem, but I don't know what's going on, because Streamlabs is saying it, you know, your stream quality is good, but then dropped frames. Maybe that's what's it's on about. I think that's what's going on there. We're having a load of dropped frames. How do we reduce that? That's what I need to find out. Yeah, because sometimes it goes on a good amount of kilobytes per second, but then sometimes it goes on 0, which is why it's, you know, lagging. Oh, off the bar! Yeah, footage lag. Yeah, that's what this is, and I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, do you see the game just literally... This is almost unwatchable. I don't know what's going on there. I might just kick your family off it if they're using it. I don't even know if it's Wi-Fi at this point. Thank you to whoever's just subscribed a pity subscription. I truly appreciate it. We're now closer to 900 subscribers. I'm going to see if it is the capture card, but I actually don't think. What I might do is that if I've got time at the end of the stream, I'll just find out if it's anything to do with the capture card at all. And then, naturally, Jacobina for us. Yeah. I mean, I'll find out. I'll find out. I might not use Fifa's footage in this prediction, basically. Right, there was a huge drop frames, 25% over the last 2 minutes. What does this mean? Some frames have not been uploaded. It's usually related to a poor network connection. Right. Check it out. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to end the stream now, but I think clearly the problem is my network. I think that's what's going on at the moment. Right. Just going to have to hope it improves, but when you've got Virgin Media Wi-Fi, you know, it's not going to be free-flowing. I think it's improved a bit now, but at one stage, it was awful. I say that, it's just completely dropped again. Brilliant. Guys, how are you watching all these dropped frames? It's absolutely atrocious. It's literally... You're not getting like any singular frames. Oh my god, it's unwatchable. How on earth has it gotten that bad? Right, well, we're on the 43rd minute now. I mean, that's according to the stream. We don't need a lot of the possession. Well, that explains it then. Yeah, it must be network connection. It's the only way, if anything. I mean, I can't think of anything what my family will be doing. I mean, it's my dad's birthday, but oh, my dad might have a meeting actually because he's working. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of dropped frames now. Lot of dropped frames. There's another exclamation point. Yeah, 26% over the last 2 minutes. Yep. Not good. That's not a good sign because I've never had this, but it could be very likely if my dad's having a meeting at work, which is why this is happening. Well, sometimes Virgin Media is to blame, and sometimes I have to quickly go and check on Twitter to find out. But actually, it's not at all. Actually, to be honest, I think what will happen is that I won't upload my score. Well, I won't upload FIFA's predictions this weekend. Basically, I think that's what I'm gonna do. What I might do instead, I might use window capture and upload the goals in midweek instead. That might be better. But either way, FIFA still needs to predict their games. So that's what we're going to do. Oh. I don't want to keep stopping the stream because it means I'm definitely not going to make it in time for my thing. Mr. Football, welcome to the stream. Doing okay, apart from the fact that my stream keeps dropping frames, although I'm looking at it now and it's not looking awful now. I mean, bearing in mind there is always a delay in this stream, but at the moment now, it's... Oh wait, I say that, it's just dropped again. Brilliant. There's been a lot of dropped frames and it's just alerted me on that now. I think it's probably my dad having a meeting from work today, and it's the problem. You just shared my address above. Yeah, totally, that is totally an address. Put it into Google Maps, you'll find it right away. You'll definitely find a place in Essex there. Huddersfield owner has gone bust, so he'll probably have to sell the club, which could be good for us as he's not the most ambitious owner. Yeah, I did hear about that. Now, what I would say, it could be a blessing in disguise, because Blue Terrier asked me this recently, because if the business that the owner had, was a big investor to Huddersfield, it could actually really affect Huddersfield's long-term future. But if it doesn't, and he has to sell up to try and save himself, then it does open the door for a bigger, ambitious owner to do it. So it would have been a negative if the business that he had gone that went to bust was a huge investor to Huddersfield. But if it's not, then I actually think it will be a blessing in disguise for Huddersfield Town. It doesn't affect the club, right? So if that's the case, and it's not an investor for Huddersfield Town entirely, because sometimes you get owners that use their other businesses as main investors for clubs. If that's the case, then actually it's good to be honest. I mean, I don't wish any man or business to go into administration, but it's good for the club, basically, as for the fact that it doesn't affect them. Why don't we merge this to football, not like we were going to do 100 years ago? God, there's so many drop frames here, and looks like my cat's about to leave. He's not going to say hi this time. We just had an earthquake there. Let me just open the door quickly. I need to let him out my prison, which is my room. Hopefully I won't miss a goal. Right, he's gone. I didn't hear my dad on the meeting, but it's very likely he'll be on websites and stuff related to work. Right, so another 0-0 draw here between Cardiff and Huddersfield. We're now starting to get a couple more common 0-0 draws in FIFA now, which is a little bit more like it. Right, next game is Coventry. And they've got Bristol City. That's an interesting game as well, I think. Should be a good one. Both teams in not great form right now. Especially Bristol City. It's pure legal constituency. It's part of 8 other groups which make up one pure legal group. He just owns one part of that, but Huddersfield have nothing to do with that part of the company. Right, that's interesting. Then maybe, I think your dad's left the meeting. Well, we'll see on that because we've just got a goal. Coventry have taken the lead. It's a brilliant goal. And I think it's Callum O'Hare with the goal as well. The stream's dropping more frames than O'Hare dropping Clang as well. I can only just stop and wait to see if the stream has worked well for the goal. It's a brilliant strike. 1-0 Coventry. Right. Well, it's looking a bit better now. I gotta say, it's actually looking quite a fair bit better. Because I've just seen the goal played back. We've had no lag for that goal. I think now we are getting it right now, but it's not completely fixed. I'll give him that. It's working beautifully. That is brilliant to hear. Hopefully, long may it continue, but clearly my dad had a meeting or something streaming, so that's why I think it didn't work. Want to know something creepily? I uploaded a Posh Terriers FIFA 16 predictions and FIFA got it right. Well, we'll see if FIFA gets another one right because they're predicting Coventry to win 2-0 at the moment. My FIFA predicted 1-1 between Peterborough and Huddersfield. They got it right. I remember it. And in fact, they even predicted the correct goal scorer for Peterborough as well. And around the same minute as well, it was the final 10 minutes of the game that Jocelyn Clark-Harris got the equaliser. Yeah, so FIFA 22 was really, really good, actually, in terms of their prediction for Peterborough and Huddersfield in midweek at the moment. In fact, that's the only score I think they've got right at the moment. Right, so far, it's actually been a lot better. It's not lagging as much. So I have faith that maybe I could show a little bit of FIFA's footage. Oh, excuse me. I think what Huddersfield were a little bit guilty of was trying to hold on to that lead. Is he back on the meeting? Oh no, oh no. It's falling apart again. Well, I cannot control when my dad is on a meeting. Basically, to give you context, my dad goes to work on Mondays and Tuesdays. The rest of the days of the week, he has to work at home. So when he works at home, naturally, what happens is that we get this. But you gotta have faith. Oh, good song. But right now, it's not looking good. And it's a really awful miss for Bristol City's part. If anything, what I might do in the future is try and think, maybe actually do it on the... Well, I can't do it on the Tuesday because I've got university. It's impossible. I'm sorry, guys, but it's impossible. I cannot do it any other day. If I had all the time in the world, I'd do all the games on a Monday, because it would confirm to me that my dad won't go online. But unfortunately, I cannot control that. I cannot tell my dad not to go to a meeting, especially, he's worked so hard to get a job. It'll be like him telling me, to stop doing my work, just so, he can celebrate his birthday a little bit. It's just, no. I think I was so relieved to score, and after the chances we had missed and the goal we had disallowed, we scared and we got try to hold on. Yeah, I think, it would have been better for Huddersfield to go for it and kill the game off rather than trying to hold on. You just invited Peterborough way too much faith to go forward. Really poor corner there. It's well collected by the goalkeeper. Definitely not as popular as the stream on Monday, and I'm going to blame that due to the poor quality of the stream. Yeah, health of the internet connection is what I'm hearing is the issue at the moment, but I can't. That's not under my control. What a save by Dan Bentley, and that saves it. It's been even worse. It's only 2-0. It's like someone using the kitchen chat while you're having a shower. Oh, yeah. It is. It's irritating, but you know what? I wouldn't, I'm not... This is when people say, oh, this is when it'll be so good when you can just live alone and you've got your freedom. But in the end of it, my family are there to look after me. And I've got to make sure that they can do what they've got to do. Maybe in the future I could always ask my dad when he's got meetings, and then I'll be able to think of a better time to do it. In all truthfulness, I could have actually streamed a bit earlier today, but I procrastinated way too much. I think Mr. Football and Charlie are having a great bit of banter there, which is nice to see. So after this game, we'll be halfway through. God, okay, well, it's exactly an hour when I'm needed for the meeting. This is going to be tight on time. Bubble Joe, welcome to the stream. What did you make of Nottingham Forest's performance against Sheffield United? So, the game really exploded, very, very late on. Morgan gives right with the goal, and then obviously Lewis grabbing with the second one. Good improvisation on his part. And I think Forest will be the one more disappointed because I actually think they went for the win. Yeah. That's exactly the thing, be careful what you wish for. If you're gonna hurl banter, you've got to be ready to take the banter yourself, basically. That's what I'd find. If I was in the crowd and I didn't make a really jokey or banterous chant, and then they were hurling abuse and banter, I wouldn't feel offended because I didn't say that. And Coventry have scored again. It's 3-0 to the Sky Blues. And it's Callum O'Hare again with the goal. He is on unstoppable form in FIFA 22 at the moment. Spence was good. We just needed to press and go up more. Also, Samba should have saved it, and we should have had a pen. I did hear Forest, and I think it was Middlesbrough as well. They've had a good couple of penalty appeals turned down. I wouldn't say Samba could have done too much about it, to be honest. I think it was a really good build-up to that goal. But in the end of it, it's your opinion, and I respect that. Blues are going, but the stands are falling down. You know what? It makes me want to go to actual football games, just we can hear these songs. Because if that's the sort of stuff that we're singing in football matches, I need to immerse myself in that atmosphere. But probably would have gone if I didn't have work. Yeah, one of the rare few people that actually work on a Saturday. But I say rare, retailers work pretty much every day. I'm talking about day jobs. So you've got a corner? Yeah, a corner to Bristol City there. God, I tell you what, guys, it is so cold right now. It is so cold right now. My skin feels frozen. Championship fans been pulling out some belters recently. Well, I don't blame them. They have all the respect and, the reason to do so. They've been locked away for so long. They've had a lot of time to make these couple of chants and belters. I wouldn't blame them. I really, really wouldn't, to be honest. I definitely need to see a championship game one day. I don't know which one I'd go to, though. Maybe it would be likely if I could go to Fulham, potentially. I mean, for one, it's probably the closest trip to where I live, actually. Sheffield United are new. That's not me being shocked to your comment, Bubble Joe. It's generally me actually choking on a bit of my lunch, which is actually chicken and lentil soup. Sheffield United under new Huddersfield. I could kind of see a similar comparison, yeah, actually. But what I will say, I do think they play better than that Huddersfield squad. I just think they've proven to be inconsistent. I think that's the issue with Huddersfield Town at the moment. Corner comes in, well defended. We should never bat with Monk. Yeah. Oh, it's good seeing all these chances. It's really good seeing all of you being so creative with your belters and your theme tunes. Well, FIFA predicted 3-0 in this game. Next game is Luton going up against Stoke. Luton-Stoke. This should be a good match. I think this will be a close one. Oh, excuse me. I've got a tough decision to make. So in the next game, guys, it's Luton going up against Stoke. Let's see what FIFA 22 predicts. Is it Gary Monk Appreciation Week? Well, even if it's not official, I'll allow it. I'll allow it on your front that it's Gary Monk Appreciation Week. Right, I'm just looking back at footage and seeing if it's looking a little bit better. Is it looking a little bit better? At the moment, it's looking not as laggy as it was, which is encouraging. It must mean my dad's not online. Looks a familiar scoreline, says Jack. Well, you know what? That would have been the perfect time for you to predict 3-0 to Birmingham, because they actually did win 3-0. I don't know if you did. I think you may have predicted a Birmingham win, but I don't think you predicted 3-0. God, one of these days, Birmingham will actually win 3-0 and you'll predict it as well. You were very, very close to when they beat Luton by 5-0. You actually said 3-0 in that game. I like that comment from Mr. Football as well. I think it's really, really nice. God, that was the longest throw-in in the world. Remember, guys, I've got to go to work after this. Don't take too long. How would it go down to me talking to computer players to hurry up and play football? Guess I'm going to have to miss Blackpool's FIFA game this week. I'll guess Blackpool 2, QPR 1. I've not missed Blackpool, haven't I? Oh yeah, Blackpool's last. Well, that's if you can't turn into the end of the stream. Blackpool is a for live game this week. But right now I'm a bit wary with time. In fact, what I've got to do actually, I've got to make sure I notify my work on what I'm doing, because I technically should be working now. Okay, just give me 2 seconds. There we go. You predicted 2-1. Yeah, I thought you did. I thought that was exactly what you did. I think I remember writing it down. Birmingham Bristol City, I think, was definitely the most varied result, I think. A lot of Bristol City wins, a lot of Birmingham wins, and a couple of draws as well. It was quite difficult to predict. It was definitely one of the closest one. Right, it's good. My work has just seen my message. Thanks for putting me to 821 subscribers now. I've now got to do the subscriber goal again, but I appreciate it. I think this stream is all themed about the most creative chants you guys can find. And I'm having a lot of fun reading them. Just making sure I don't say anything too outrageous. Oh, guys, this is a conversation to the mods. Did you remove the guy that said he was going to say a certain word in the stream? Because I timed him out originally and he came back. I think you dealt with him. Well done, guys. Yeah, I think he's gone. Huddersfield go up, stay up, then go down. Sheffield go up, stay up, then go down. Then Huddersfield have bad first season. Same with Sheffield United. Yes, Sheffield United are going through a very similar cycle to what Huddersfield are going through at the moment. I wouldn't say, well, to where Huddersfield finished in that season, it was around 19th place. God, I tell you what, Sheffield United finished that low down the table. It'll be a very disappointing season. That was a chant on me. What, is that the one in the blue? We'll see. He's one of our own. Yep, Troy Deeney. I think that's a good one right now. Especially, what guy? I've forgotten his name. It's, what was his name again? I noted it down. I'm not going to say the name because it's inappropriate in itself. Basically, look at 3 o'clock, there was a message there which I had to restrict. And he got out of timeout, and I think someone dealt with him. So I appreciate that, guys. Ooh, 821. So if I do the maths right, that's 179 left to 1,000. 179. We're that close, guys. Come on, guys. We can definitely get to 1,000. Maybe not by the end of this year, but early next year could be a possibility. So 179 left. Hello there, just came back from school and happy with the Peterborough result. Yeah, I think now is about the time where we're going to see people get back from school now. It's good for you, very happy with the draw. I mean, I think definitely for the fact that you were behind. Yeah, it was that guy, Jack. Yeah, so right now, I mean, it's a good point, I guess, but at home, Peterborough have done quite well, so they could argue that with Peterborough, I think, being rather good for a lot of that game, maybe should have tried to get the win of that game. You know, I think if they'd not equalised so late on, then they would have had a bit of a chance. So far, matchday 16, 6 games, 0 points. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a difficult weekend. Well, midweek, I should say. I've got 4 points at the moment out of the 6 games, so I'm not doing too amazingly either, to be honest. I don't know if that's what he meant, to be honest. I literally don't know if that's what he meant or not. At least they didn't do the Sunderland. Oh, well, that's true. The Sunderland is literally the very worst of that cycle. You know, I don't think Sheffield United are quite going to do that. Huddersfield didn't do that. Sunderland is the cycle no one ever wants to be in. You know, it's like if Leeds get relegated this season and then next season the Championship they finish rock bottom. You know, I can't think of anything Worse for them, and Stoke have scored. It's 1-0 to Stoke. We finally have got a goal. It's Nick Powell, which he's definitely not going to be featured this weekend, but it's a great goal. Is Neil Warnock what he meant? I don't know if that's what he meant, to be honest. Yeah, well, we don't know. Well, he said something beginning with that letter. So, you know, I wasn't taking my chances, basically. I just didn't know enough about him, to be honest. You know, if it was someone who was an admin who I knew, then, you know, I definitely would have trusted him. I've heard about that Jesse Green speech. I probably have seen it, but I've probably not seen it for quite a while. Here come Luton Town now. Can they equalise? They've not got a lot of time left. Most iconic thing to happen in English football? Well, I would imagine so, if you're going to say that about Neil Warnock. He's definitely someone you can't cross paths. Well, you can cross paths with, but definitely don't cross the wrong path of him. Especially if you want to stay intact. If you guys have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It does really help the channel. Please also give the stream a like as well. So, thank you guys so much for this. Still 1-0 to Stoke. Surridge with an injury, which is not great. It's a good chant, Jack. I'm loving the chants, guys. These are a load of fun to read. You know, you guys, I think, epitomise the very joy of football fans. Stop, please. Are you talking about the chants? Charlie, you're the one, you know, doing more chants out of anyone. Right, that's a full-time whistle. It is 1-0 to Stoke. An interesting result here. Right, definitely need to move on very, very quickly. So next game is Millwall and Derby. How much time do we have? Not a lot. Oh, come off it. Didn't mean to do that. This is not going well. I'm trying to be quick. Yeah, I noticed what you removed. Thanks for that, Charlie. That is what I expect from the admins. Ugh. Thank you, guys. It just goes to show that no one's safe, really. You know, even if it wasn't anything harmful, it's still just very unnecessary to receive that on your channel, to be honest. You're going to chance for a Derby win. That's interesting. Well, it'll be interesting because, honestly, Millwall have been a bit inconsistent. Derby also been performing there or thereabouts. It'll definitely, I'll definitely make my mind up based on their performance tonight, I think. Now a chant on Jeremy Bella, a player who I think has not really had, you know, the importance put on him, you know, this season compared to other seasons, but someone who I definitely deeply respect. Excuse me, this lentil soup doesn't want to stain my stomach. Right, to put into perspective, guys, I've got 44 minutes before I'm needed for work, and this is game 8. So, I'm definitely riding my chances a little bit. It's definitely going to be quite close when it comes to time. I thought I was going to be on time, but obviously, you know, I had the issue with the lag, and it was me thinking it was a TV problem, but clearly that has not been the case. Well, that's the chant I was looking for. Blue is the colour. That's the chant that I'll be most familiar with. It'll be the closest you get me to singing today as well. Why would I not be singing? Well, one, I'm not in the mood, and two, I'm just too tired, really, to be honest. And also, I've got to get ready for work as well. I probably might need to get my work clothes literally right next to my stream. It's going to be a quick turnaround. Here come Millwall going forward here. Good cross. It looked like it was Afobe trying to win that header, who, of course, Afobe himself was the one who got the winning goal for Millwall against Reading. And thanks to him, I got 3 points on my prediction as well. Here come Derby. Bit of space. Poor touch. Given away. Right, well, let's look at the games we've got left, and I'll talk through them. So, well, Millwall Derby, I think a lot of people may predict a draw. But the fact that Millwall have not drawn in ages, it's either like a win or it's either a win or a loss, really. So I think it'll be one or the other. With Forest Preston may get battered against Bournemouth. I mean, that's probably saying something that will precede an unfortunate event, and Preston may win. But you know what? That's what I think will happen. And then against Forest, it's not really the most ideal team for Preston to play up against based on their form. Peterborough Fulham will be tough for Peterborough. Fulham may not find it as easy as they may think. West Brom Middlesbrough, I think will be close, but I think West Brom will be comfortable. Blackpool QPR, I think will be the best game this weekend. Cody, welcome to the stream. How have you been? Do you think Derby will get another points deduction, Al Junk? I think they will, but it's difficult to say you know, how much of it they will. I mean, you guys are quick. You admins are so quick. I didn't even see what was said. You admins are on form today. I mean, I didn't think you guys would need to be on form, but you guys are. So fair play, you guys. You know, is it you know, is it deluded for me to say I think I've got the best admins in the world? Oh, okay. Well, I just saw what he said. Wow. I shouldn't say that. I should. Well, no, I didn't say it, but I shouldn't laugh at that. I really shouldn't. But fair play. Well done, Cody, for dealing with that. Have you made enemies, Charlie? I'm also not even recognising these names. And I guarantee you they're probably going to subscribe to this channel in a minute as well. So still 0-0 between Millwall and Derby. What a disappointing game that was. I was hoping for a little bit better there. Right, so next one will be Forest and Preston. I mean, you might know. I don't. You know, I don't know. I have no clue what's going on there. I could be going to all games this month, hopefully. Well, I mean, that would be the best thing you can wish for, really. You know, that it's always good to go to as many games as you can. I'll definitely agree with that. Cross comes in. Maybe it's anti-Leeds fan. I literally removed a user for putting stupid stuff and I get this. Well, I don't even know if that's the same user. I'll be very surprised if it is the same user. But that's what mods got to do, you know. If anyone tries to get attention from me but starts having to go at the mods, you know, they go below my estimation. So don't worry about it.
You know, you have me to be by your side. You've done an amiable job as an admin, and all of you have done, to be fair. I wish I could be a bit more relaxed. I mean, the positive part of it is that this stream is looking a little bit better now. Oh, what a save. This is a brilliant save. And I think it may be Millwall trying to get a goal. No, Derby. Yeah, that won't be included in the video then. Corner comes in for Derby. It's well cleared. Gosh, how much indigestion am I getting from this chicken lentil soup? I mean, I never really eat soup, but that's clearly my body not agreeing with it. Gotta step out of it when I've got 3 hours of straight work next. If it's a Huddersfield fan, I'll be having them for tea. I know you would, Charlie, which is the scary thing. I think I know why Sanchez wasn't there yesterday, because his wife was pregnant. Ah, okay. Yeah, that would make sense. I think, who else missed a game because they gave birth? I can't remember. Someone had twins, I think. I can't remember. I did know, but I've completely forgotten who it was. Right, I think the full-time whistle has now been delivered. Another 0-0 draw, which is disappointing, but hopefully the next game will get a couple of goals. It is Forest against Preston. There's Forest, and let's go back this way to find Preston. There they are. There we go. So the 9th game to predict is Nottingham Forest going up against Preston North End. Yeah, I expected it was as well. Don't worry about it, man. The one thing you could do is overthink it and worry about it. You know, a mod, you know, you just, you know, you go straight into a decision, and that's what you got to do. Don't worry about it. Right, well, Forest, of course, definitely want to try and respond for not beating Sheffield United. Definitely, I think we're a little bit unfortunate not to. Preston probably will be looking for a response if they do lose to Bournemouth today. So, should be a really good game. Between Forest and Preston is always a really close game. So, definitely, hopefully, we'll see a close game. Nottingham to win, Preston get battered everywhere they go. Well, they weren't quite battered against Luton Town, weren't they? And, you know, Luton, you know, it's clear that they're not a completely awful side if they've beaten Middlesbrough by 3-1. Yeah, except against Peterborough as well, yeah. There's been a couple of games where Preston have been on it, but then also a couple where Preston have got completely battered, like Hull City. James V, welcome to the stream. Welcome. So, we are on game 9, I think. Yeah, this is game 9. Now, the scary part of it is I'm needed for work in 35 minutes. So, I've not got a lot of time left. So, hopefully, I'll be able to finish this stream. If not, then I'm just going to have to leave the stream running for a very brief moment, and then, you know, you'll just have to deal with it, sadly, without me being there. You know, I've done that once before, but I was hoping I was not going to do it again. And maybe Barnsley. I mean, who knows? Who knows, to be honest? It's difficult to say. Preston, I don't think are the worst team in the league, but I definitely wouldn't say they're up there in one of the top half best teams. They've definitely had a drop. Not happy with the Borough game. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I would be if my team conceded 3 goals in 5 minutes. I mean, very similar thing happened with Birmingham. They concede a goal, and then they concede a second goal within a matter of minutes. This is worse because Middlesbrough controlled the game. Middlesbrough got a goal. Second half, I don't know what sort of tactics was put in place by Warnock, but it clearly didn't work. But I think it's a masterstroke by Nathan Jones. he completely sorted out his Luton side in that second half, and they were absolutely ruthless. Luton Town. Yeah, I wouldn't be happy if my team conceded 3 goals in 5 minutes. Oh, Preston looked like they found a bit of an opening. Oh, it's a good save by Brice Samba. It's a corner to Preston. Corner whipped in. Doesn't look like a good one. It's headed away. Back with Preston now. Daniel Johnson here. Looks like Forest have defended it.
Gosh. If anyone knows a way to stop me getting so tired without, consuming too much sugar, I need some help with that.
Because I really am completely tired. 7 goals in 3 games. Is that how many Birmingham have scored? So, yeah, that would make sense. So, okay, so he scored 3 yesterday, 2 against Borough, and then another 2 against Swansea. Yeah, 7 goals in 3 games, you're right. December 21st, upload, review my championship table midway through the season. Yes, definitely I will do that. God, I tell you what, this would be such a good video to do with another YouTuber as well. I tell you what, that might be what I might try and do with Matt SB, because I definitely want to try and do a collab with him. That might be a really good thing we can do. Maybe it might. It might. It might just be the video I need to get 1,000 subs, of course. But definitely, I definitely feel this will be a fantastic one to do with another championship creator, because then we can debate both of our tables, pretty much. I think also what I might do more or less this time, which I didn't really do last year when I did this, was actually look in the running of games, in the second half of the season, and, kind of predict the trend for the teams. What I need is these graphs that kind of give you a line graph of different positions from teams, evaluate that, and then just kind of determine, how's it going to go again. James Fee says that would be good. Okay. Well, if I've got time later today, I'll drop Matt a message. And it'll be plenty of time in advance. Would that normally be the... Well, I don't normally receive my final predictions until the transfer window for January has ended, typically. But I don't know. I'm going to have to look back how I did it last year, because definitely I think I could have done it a bit better. Can you reveal your placing in Ben's prediction league? Are you talking about the Patreon league, or are you talking about the actual league itself? If you're talking about the Patreon league, I mean, I've been up and down in that league. What I will say, last year I actually was joint first, with Ben and one other user. This year is going to be tougher for me, to be honest. It's not been amazing. Ben's just on fire, so he's going to be the one to beat. But I think Johnny Burrow is winning at the moment. He's winning in Gaffer, and he's winning in the prediction league as well. So he's the one who's completely smashed it. And of course, frequent viewer of this channel as well. So winning at everything in terms of that front. In fact, there it is. Oh god, I forgot Patreon changed their icon name. So currently in the Patreon league. Oh, what a save! This is not including midweek fixtures, by the way. So this is after this weekend. So I'm 9th place in the table. And at the moment, I am 33 points away from Johnny Burrow. And I already knew that. But I'm 31 points behind Ben. Basically, to get top 4, I need another 12 points from 4th place, who's Liam. There's about 23 of us in the league. I mean, this is like a very, very short preview, but you're not going to see it. Yeah. Can I touch on the Aguero situation? I do feel for Aguero. I hope he has a very, very speedy recovery. I never wish that with anyone. Hopefully it doesn't affect his playing career. It could affect Barcelona though, but God, Barcelona are just not having a load of things go their way at the moment. You know, they're not playing the best of football, narrowly beating Dynamo Kiev away from home. And their players are just, they're not really, well, I wouldn't say they're not performing. It's just they're not producing the levels that they are so used to. And Aguero, I really do feel for him for what he's going through at the moment. Ethan, welcome to the stream. Welcome. So, this is within the final 30 minutes of this stream because I will be leaving quite soon for work. If there was a way that I can fast forward matches, I would. So we are on match 9 at the moment for the weekend. We've got another 3 matches to predict. I am fearing that I'm not going to be able to show all of them, sadly. But Ethan, if you are a new viewer, everyone do make sure you do give Ethan a warm welcome to this stream. We always make sure we welcome our new viewers to the stream. I'm going to sound like a broken record now, but if you have not hit that like button for the stream, please do so. It does really help. If you've not hit the subscribe button yet, please do so. It does really help the stream. And please do share this video and this channel to as many people as you can. All that really does help. So our current subscriber amount is 821. So we're 179 away from 1,000, which is amazing. 1,000, of course, is the pinnacle. It's, you know, my aim for the channel, and it would summon the video with BENHD, of course. And I'm already, well, thanks to the inspiration of Charlie, I'm already planning another collaboration, maybe around December time. Not started conversations yet, but definitely will get that sorted. Been something for me for a while. You know, fair enough, Ethan. I do appreciate that. I really, really do. Right, I'm not appreciating for the fact that they keep kicking the ball out of play. I need this game to end. I don't have a lot of time. I'm working legit in 25 minutes. And I got 3 more games to still predict. There's no way I'm going to finish it in time. Well, it's another 0-0 draw, which is also quite disappointing. I've got to make sure I don't press any wrong buttons here. Right, next is Peterborough, and they have got Fulham. There they are. Right, kit there. Yeah, 179. It's looking good, isn't it? It's looking quite good. Right, in fact, I'm going to turn a light on quickly. I remember when I was on 279. Yeah, I know. Those were the days. Let me just quickly turn the light on. You know what I might do now, actually? You know, if you're a public subscriber, I can see how long you've subscribed to my channel for, and I will exclusively reveal who has been subscribed to me the longest. But you have to be a public subscriber for me to know. It's due to GDPR. So people choose whether to have their subscriber details leaked or not. But definitely, actually, I do need to check the response for the polls, actually. I've not actually done that for quite some time. So, there was a way I could do it. I can't remember what I did. Yeah, I was just looking at some comments from the polls, because unfortunately I don't really look at comments for the polls as much as I do for comments in the videos. Our game now, it is your game. You got a ticket versus Fulham. Good on you. You know, this should be a really, really good game for you to see. Maybe I have to go on my computer to find out. I just think it'll be something quite interesting for you guys, just so that just so you know who's been with me since the start. Because there's been a couple. Who've been seeing my stuff when I had under 10 subscribers. Legit. Right, the rest of my family have just arrived home from school. Well, I'm just trying to load something from the internet, and it's taking forever to load. So it's just showing how difficult the internet is and how slow it is. Wow, I didn't think it was that bad, but it's the internet's actually awful at the moment now. Apparently I've missed Antonio Conte's first interview as Spurs manager. Well, I'm glad I've not seen it, to be honest. I'm a bit upset he signed for Spurs. But you know what? Good on him. You know, I'm going to believe it's a good appointment for him, and I can only just hope he doesn't take Spurs, you know, to another level. Been some since May. Okay, a good couple of months or so. Fair enough, Ethan. Thank you for that. What I'm saying is that there's been a couple of people who've been subscribed for me for years. So that's what I'm going to try and find out. But right now, I can't actually load anything. It is actually so slow to load anything right now, which is quite scary. Because it's given me an idea how bad the internet has been. So that's what's happened. It's not my capture card, and that's honestly what I was worried about. I thought it was my capture card going wrong, but it looks like it's actually my internet. So unfortunately, it's something I really cannot control. Mine won't come up probably because I jokingly unsubscribed before. Well, no, you won't. Maybe basically yours won't be calculated on the same amount of time. Well, on the correct time. But that's if you've got your subscriptions public as well. It won't show if you've not got your subscriptions public. You know, because you know they care about data protection and all of that. Why is people shouting now? God, I need to get my work stuff ready in a minute. Because 20 minutes time I'm needed for work. Only made it to match day 10. Ooh, this is going to be tight with time. If anything, I might not even get the last game on time as well. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have my work uniform next to me. The fortunate thing about it is that I might be able to get away with I've made my subscriptions public. Ooh. Well, I would tell you. In fact, no. Finally, my things have now just been loaded. Let me look at subscribers. Date subscribed. Right, so I can look at date subscribed. So I could go from the newest one. So this is. Oh wait, no. I want to use lifetime subs. So I know officially the first one who subscribed to me ever, and that was actually my friend. Obviously it's Paul, actually. You know, the one who survived cancer, of course. RBJK Low is the next one. In fact, if I can capture this, I might show you just now, actually. Window capture. Can you see? Yes, you can see it. Right, okay. This is an exclusive now. Hang on. I've got to press the right button here. Right, guys. So, here's the list of people who have been my first subscribers, basically. My first ever public subscribers. So, one, you can see Joshua Jones, who is a frequent viewer to my streams, has been subscribed to me for a very long time. So if you look at that, 16th of July 2019, which is very, very old. You know, that's over 2 years, which is amazing. I think one that you guys are a little bit shocked at is this one here, BENHD himself. One of the very few people that I have actually subscribed to myself. 27th of August 2019, literally only a couple of days before my 19th birthday. So, oh, I'm very sorry, guys. I'm too busy showing my subscriber count, but we've just got a goal. Fulham have just scored. Wow. Okay, we're just going to show the replay here. So if I'm including Fifa's content, they're not going to see the first Fulham goals. In short, it's off. Oh, it's a great goal. It came off the bar, but what a volley that was. to get the rebound in. It was Bobby Reed with the goal. 1-0 Fulham. James V, welcome back. I'm only 100 subscribers away from 100. Amazing. If you've not subscribed to Brentford Fan TV, do so. You know, if anything, maybe the people here could push him to 100. Gosh, can Fulham stop attacking? I want to show the subscriber thing again. Mitrovic, stop it. I might have to show... I'm going to actually show this in a minute because they're really attacking them. And there's Mitrovic. This is a chance. Oh, honestly, I thought that was it. And it was a good tackle, actually. Right. So, look at that. 27th of August was when Ben subscribed to me. But then Ben Smith there, Wild Python. James K, who's also... well, I was going to say was a frequent viewer. He's not been there much now. Joshua Frood, 24th of February 2020. You know, so very, very new, well, old viewer as well. There's Honeygun, 27th of April 2020. It was April 2020, a big time for my channel, actually. Paul, don't really recognise a lot of these. Oh, I thought I missed another goal. There's another Paul one. Not many new one. There's Nicholas Bauer. Also a frequent viewer of the channel. Is Vinny there, who's also comments a couple of times as well. We're still at 2020s as well. So, you know, let's get out of this. You know, let's actually undo that. You can't find me. Well, maybe it's because you've unsubscribed at that time. Yeah, there you go, Brentford Fan TV. Yeah, post your link in. And guys, if you've not subscribed to Brentford Fan TV, just drop him a sub, you know. It'll get him to 100 subscribers if you can help him. That'll be fantastic. Oh, come on. I'm really gonna... I'm subscribed, but it's not public. Ah, fair enough. You don't have to be public. I'm not telling you guys to be public. It's entirely your choice. Right. So that's the full-time whistle. It is 1-0 Fulham. What is the next match? It is... Oh, God, I can't remember. It is... West Brom, Middlesbrough, that's right. West Brom and Middlesbrough. Gosh, I'm really running in the nick of time this time. Got 15 minutes. Yes, it's gonna be very, very tight on time. Well, if it'll make you feel better, Benji, I'm not even planning on doing stuff with GTA forever, to be honest. You're subbed on the 7 accounts, but you just subbed on... If you literally just subbed on the... Oh, you're talking about Brentford Fan TV, yeah. Well, guys, if you can give your guy a hand, he's only 11 subs away from 100, which will be good for you guys to support. Jelly Bean, welcome to the stream. Good save as well. Middlesbrough already going forward. Gosh, it's so cold in here as well. This is what happens when we get October weather now. I don't know why I'm still dressed up in summer clothes and it's no lower than 5 degrees outside. I made nearly 500 comments on this channel. That's crazy. That's crazy, Charlie, that you've been there for that long. Well done, James V. Oh, you're Jaden Plays Jelly Bean. Welcome to the stream. That's amazing. Goodness me, I'm literally not going to have enough time. I might just have to end it early, guys, because obviously I've actually got I've got to do work. There'll be a vlog of the Norwich game. Wait, when Oh wait, when do Brentford play Norwich? Do they play them next? Brentford have not played Norwich yet. Yeah, you'll be up there, Charlie Brown. With the amount of comments you have left on this channel, you are very, very chatty, of course. Should we win for the Baggies? Yeah, I mean, you would imagine so. Oh, off the post. That's very, very close. Who shall I put in goal for Saturday's games? Johnston or Moore? So Coventry have got Bristol City and Sam Johnston for Middlesbrough. I probably would say Sam Johnston. You may be more expensive, Sam Johnston, but I actually think it'll be a bit more likely to keep a clean sheet against Middlesbrough than Coventry would keep a clean sheet against Bristol City. Bristol City, you know, they've got good. They appear in moments. So I definitely would back Sam Johnston to keep a clean sheet for more. But we have a vlog of every Brentford home game and some away games. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, because I don't think Brentford have played Norwich yet, but I'm pretty sure it's soon. James Fee, of course, is going to be supporting Borough. Oof. Tell you what, I've got a pain in my back, which is not great. $10 now. It's not great. And it doesn't help that I need the toilet as well. Okay. Well, I mean, you do what you like. It could be a vlog. It could be footage of the experience. You do what you're comfortable with. Oh, this could be a chance for Middlesbrough, and they scored just before half-time. 1-0 Middlesbrough. It's Matt Crooks with the goal as well. Of course, Matt Crooks did have a couple of game banned, but I think, you know, that ban was finished ages ago. Right. What would happen if you were late to work? Well, I'd be in trouble, basically. So, what will happen, and this has happened before, if I'm needed for work and this stream needs to keep going, I'm basically just going to keep it going with without webcam, and then, you know, as soon as the footage in the game ends, you know, I'll just end the stream and I'll have to multitask and do that whilst I'm working. Luckily, I don't need to travel anywhere. That's the only positive, and luckily, I don't really need my camera to be working at the moment either, which I think is also good. Another chance for Middlesbrough, and it's another brilliant save by Johnston. Oh! I thought this was going to be the equaliser. It was close. You got a yellow card and he's banned for West Brom. Oh, is he? I thought he was banned for something, but I didn't look into what it was. I know I'm being a little bit quieter now, but it's also just me being quite wary of the time. 8 minutes. God. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to end it early. Is it just me or just the games just pan out a little bit? This is supposed to be the shortest amount of time. We're not even past 70th minute. Do all you need, mate. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do it. Right, so after this game, we've only got one game left, which is Blackpool QPR. You and me gonna have a rivalry there between Maggie and... Yeah. It's good though we've got people supporting different clubs. I generally think it's really, really good. Oh, hang on a minute. I just got a message from work. Hang on, guys. Okay. Actually, I might have just been saved. Hang on a minute. I might actually need to quickly take a call. Right, okay. So, obviously, I'm a tutor. Basically, I just been told that my student for literally 6 minutes has cancelled. So now, I can just stay and relax. So now I'm not needed for work until the next hour. Right. Yeah. Well, I now don't need to worry because now I'm not needed in another hour. They're having tech problems, funny enough. So it means that I don't need to teach this student today. So I can now relax and watch Blackpool QPR, which should be a really nice game. Excuse me. I definitely need a drink of water because this chicken and lentil soup is not agreeing with me. You're champion of the comments. Where have you found that out, Charlie Brown? Have you looked at have a beer to celebrate? No, I can't celebrate for someone not being there. No, I'm not going to do that. He's a really nice student as well. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that on my own behalf. No way. Right, but it just means I can relax a bit. And you know what? It will actually give me more time to do my uni work. So, it's a win. But, yeah. It just happens. I don't know how you looked at it, Charlie. I mean, I could probably look, but it's definitely going to take some time. Everyone's going to want to know their comments now, Charlie. This is what you've started with you. It's what happens when you're curious. Well, it's what happens when you're curious. You make everyone else curious too. We're all curious beings. I think I've got 16, including this one. Yeah. I mean, I don't really have these competitions. What I will say, and one thing I'll only slightly brag about, is... we see the thing is, I know exactly how many comments I've left on BENHD's channel. Would you hazard a guess how many comments I've left on BENHD's videos? Bearing in mind I've watched Ben for nearly 5 years. And there was a real time where I used to simp over his stuff and commented on every single one of his videos. Sour sweets are amazing. Yeah, they're nice, especially for Halloween. You'll probably find out how many comments I've left on Ben's videos if you find one of my comments on Ben's videos. You just need to go to his video yesterday. But I think what's also shocking is the amount of hearts I got from him as well. More than 400, and Al Junk, you are right. Yeah, more than 400. You've got to remember, guys, I'm not a new viewer of Ben. I've watched his stuff for nearly 5 years. So, you know, I've subscribed to him longer than everyone's been subscribed to me, basically. But yeah, Al Junk is definitely right. More than 400. Also, well, it looks like it counts, you know, when you do replies as well. So, technically, all of these comments are not directly going to be at BENHD. It could be me replying to someone else's comments as well. Yeah, that's, well, my comments for Ben's. I don't know what link you've just put down, Charlie. Maybe you just put a link to Ben's video and now you're going to find out how many comments I've made. 673 says Brentford Fan TV. I tell you what, you are very close. Very close. Jack saying, I wouldn't go up by ones, I would say. What I will say, Brentford Fan TV by far is the closest. Is it my... Why have you posted my Preston career mode? Why have you done that? It's just reminding me to do more career mode. I don't want to do that. And I tell you what, Jack's trying to do. He's trying to get more the most comments now. I think Al Junk has said 700. Gone a little bit too much now. Brentford Fan TV is still the closer one there. But I'm not going to say if he's slightly over or slightly under. 671. Okay, well, Jack is now the closest. Because I mentioned Ben. No, not quite 687. What I will say, James, you've got 2 of the digits correct. Jack is currently the closest. Right, that's the halftime whistle. I'm sure you guys can get it before the game ends. 684, 676. No, you guys are going too high now. Jack is the closest still. Owen, welcome to the stream. Well, unfortunately, this is the final stream today. Well, final game for stream today. Jack is still the closest. He said 670. Still got to go a little bit below that. No, not quite. 669 is the closest at the moment. Jack, I think, has got the right strategy. It's not 670. Well, basically, the amount of comments I've left is now less than my subscriber total. So, Owen, to give you a bit of context, this is people guessing how many comments I've left on Ben's videos over the time I've been subscribed to him. So that's nearly 5 years of commenting. No, but Al Junk, you're very close. Jack, you're now even closer. Al Junk, you're closer. Getting very, very close now. 660, very close from Brentford Fan TV. Very close now. 662, no. 661. 670, no from WJ Fan. 660, well, that's the closest anyone has got to it, but not quite. 665, no. 657, Charlie's got it. I think Charlie figured out how to find it out. It's bang on 657. So, Charlie, if you found the amount of comments I've left, you should figure out how many hearts Ben has given me as well. So I know, well, basically, top commenter. Oh, no way am I the top commenter. If I'm the top commenter, that's quite sad. But it is also said I've received one of the highest amounts of hearts from BENHD as well. Could you guess out of those 667 comments how many of them Ben has hearted? Yeah, it is 657. I know, that's a load of comments, isn't it? How many of those 657 comments do you think Ben may have hearted? Bear in mind, well, I didn't even realise this, but apparently I've received one of the highest hearts from him, somehow. 67? Interesting guess, not quite. 250, very close, Owen. 479, bit too much, James. Brentford fans at 0. I take that personally. 428, no. 650, nah. He's not going to be hearting every single one of my comments. Yeah, Charlie's found it. 236 is the amount of hearts Ben's given me. So, out of 657, he's hearted 236 of them. Which I've got to say, you know, it doesn't sound like it's a good amount. You know, it's just over 30% of my comments. But for someone to heart your comment 200 odd times in itself is still quite a lot when you think about it. Right, well, unfortunately guys, we're nearing the end of the stream. This is the final game. But if you've not hit the like button for this stream, please do so. It does really, really help. Please also hit that subscribe button if you've not done so. It does really, really help the channel. We're 179 subscribers away from 1,000 now, which is incredibly exciting. I don't think I can directly find out if you're my top commenter or not. In fact, I was meant to do this earlier, but Owen, you're now an admin. That's right, Al Chunk. Spread the message. Hit that like button. Got 19 likes right now. I mean, I tell you what. I don't know if you knew this, but who was it that told me to sing something? I think it was Blue Terrier said told me to sing You'll Never Walk Alone, and I said 40 likes and we'll sing You'll Never Walk Alone. If we had the sort of support I did not yesterday, Monday, then I would have been a little bit concerned. You're 908 away from 1,000. Whoa, you're closer to 100 now, which is fantastic. But yeah, how are the prediction leagues looking so far? Well, I've not calculated them at the moment. I calculate them after the games have ended, but a couple of you have got some correct scores, me included. It was a difficult start though, so we'll definitely have a better idea after this weekend. So, oh, you're not? You're not the top commenter? Who is the top commenter? Maybe Jack, if he's with his spam comments, maybe. Yeah, share the channel. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate that. You know, sharing it to your favourite streamers, your championship streamers, they'll help. I think Matt SB is streaming live today. I might be working when he's streaming live, but if you can see him, you know, that's a really good time to share me around. I'll talk to him, I think, a bit later today when my work is done, and we'll go across the idea of potentially doing a table collab thing. You know, we'll see if that works. We're now at a haircut 10k probably. That's probably how much it would be. That probably would be the amount. I'm going to get relegated from League 1 after today. Oh, there's no way you'll be relegated from League 1. There's no way you'll be relegated from League 1. League 1 is full of people that have literally only left one prediction in this season. I promise you, you are going to have a lot more chance of getting promoted from League 1 than you are getting relegated. That's down to me. I can definitely confirm that. So, I think now I have to wrap it up for today's stream. The only time it'll be a bit dangerous if you're relegated from League 1 is more people predict. Oh, the reigning account was you. I didn't realise. Oh, that's mad. Thank you, mate. I didn't even realise that was you. Well, I think he told you to remind him, didn't he? Well, you know what? if I'm not there, but you guys are there, you know, you guys know what to do. We're so close now. You know, the amount of sharing we can do will be amazing. We are only 179 away. Would you burn a Chelsea shirt for 1 million subs? Maybe not Chelsea, but I'll burn a specific shirt, maybe. How do I enter League One prediction again? We don't need to, really. You know, you are by default in the Championship, and the people that got the lower amount of points predicting Championship results get into the League One league. Jack, you're way too good for the League One league. I'm telling you that. Enter your predictions in that prediction video. Yeah. But what I will say, if any of you want separate prediction leagues for like League One or Premier League, that's when 1,000 subs will need to be met on this channel. Because I would do a separate prediction league for Premier League or League One, you know, whatever your preference is, scores, if we get to that goal. So basically, there's a lot of rewards that come down your way if I get 1,000 subscribers, because it not only feels like I should reward you, but it gives me a load of opportunities as well. So that's why I'm offering that. Right. I'm whopping a little bit too now. So the final game has ended 0-0, and that will wrap it up for the end of this stream. Wow, it started off quite slow, and obviously we had issues with tech issues, but ultimately I think it was a pretty good stream in the end. So if you guys enjoyed it, please give the stream and this video a like. It does tremendously help. Please do hit that subscribe button if you've not done so. It does really help. And more importantly, please do share the channel to as many people as you can. We're very close right now to the pinnacle of this channel. We need to keep going with growing and growing and growing. So if you guys can do that, that will be absolutely amazing. Thank you, gents. We truly appreciate that. Right, well, I think that'll wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are legendary if you saw the end of the stream. And as always, I'll see you guys soon. I don't know if I'm going to upload tomorrow, but I'll see you guys soon. Take care.